long-term political damage?
Well, first and foremost, I respect the will of the voters, and I heard the message loud and clear from the voters, and have taken it as a learning experience, and definitely a lot of lessons learned along the way. 1988, George Voinovich was mayor of Cleveland and ran for the United States Senate and lost to Howard Metzenbaum by double digits. And, a lot of people in the media and political chattering class around Capitol Square wrote his obituary and said he was done. 1992, Mike DeWine ran against John Glenn for the U.S. Senate and lost, and a lot of folks in the media and the Columbus echo chamber wrote his obituary, said he was done, and obviously it's impossible to predict the future, but I think the best course forward for me is just do a good job as state treasurer, which I believe we have been doing, and I'll continue to do. This was the closest U.S. Senate race in Ohio since 1976, since Howard Metzenbaum beat Robert Taft Jr. in 1976, but it wasn't close enough. One of the lessons learned for me is that we as a party have to do a better job with black voters and in the black community. I think the message of the Republican Party and the messengers we have, whether it's elected leaders or other, need to do a better job communicating with black voters throughout the state and explaining one of the principles of economic freedom, keeping more of your hard-earned dollars, upward mobility through the free market system, application of free market principles in the education world as well, are all good, especially for families living in urban areas. And I think I failed to effectively communicate that message, especially within the black community. And I think that was one of the things that I personally could have done better. And I don't point the finger at political consultants. I don't point the finger at anyone on my staff. My team did a great job. I point the finger at myself, and I think I personally could have done a better job communicating with folks in the black community. And there's a lot of things I could have done better. One of the pieces of criticism I've received from you and from some other journalists in the room is that I wasn't accessible enough during the campaign, so I want to work to improve that. I think that was another failure on my part, and I want to work to do a better job of being more accessible to folks in the media. I think at its core, journalism is a form of public service to hold folks accountable who are in politics or sports or business, what have you, and understand that you guys have a job to do. And I don't think I was necessarily always open-minded to that during the campaign. And I think I could have done a better job of being accessible and more direct with journalists throughout the campaign. I also got to give credit where credit is due. I think Senator Brown ran a very effective campaign, and he's obviously has a strong base of support throughout the state. And I'm proud of the effort we put forth. We just came up a little short, but as far as what Democratic Party leaders may be saying about my future, I feel comfortable putting it in the hands of the voters. And the good thing is on election day, it's the voters that get to make decisions, not the head of the Republican Party, the head of the Democratic Party.